Hi, Taylor. Are you as excited as me to find out more about Vida's Way?
I am so excited for this community. I'm really excited to get to talk to Daniel today and have him tell us about what's going on in here.
Yeah, I can't wait to see all these great models that they have.
Hey, Daniel, how are you doing? Nice to meet you.
Hey, Daniel, thanks for doing this today. I can't wait to see everything you got here. It sounds like a great community.
It sure is. It sure is. Let's go for the tour.
All right, guys, like I mentioned, we are here at Vida's Way, about to talk to the Pulte representative, Daniel. And Daniel, can you introduce yourself and tell us, a little bit about what's going on here?
Yeah, of course.
Right
So,
away.
my name is Daniel Juarbe. I've been with Pulte Homes now a little over 7 years. I've been in the Wesley Chapel area now for going on 20 years. So I've seen Wesley Chapel grow from one street light to what it is now. A little bit about Pulte Homes. We are a top 3 builder in the nation, and we take a lot of pride in that. And we don't build the most homes, but we're not trying to either. Our main objective is to build a quality home for all of our buyers.
That's great. What inspired the development of Vida's Way?
So Wesley Chapel is just growing like crazy. I've been here almost going on 20 years, and literally Wesley Chapel was a street light, a McDonald's, a Hess gas station, cows and orange groves.
Yeah.
And this was in 2006, and I remember hearing about the growth in Wesley Chapel since back then. So they have this area planned out so far in advance that you're getting into a great location. And being in real estate, we all know that the first rule of real estate is location, location, location. So that's I think a huge part of Vida's Way.
Yeah, and I think it's important to kind of point out that location. It's right next to, I don't know if you know Watergrass, but you may have heard of Epperson, right? So Epperson's across the road, and this is you kind of have to go through Watergrass to get to this community, but it's going to be its own community, and it's going to reach all the way to Curly Road and potentially down to 54.
Correct. Yeah, it's gonna tie into Avalon Park West. I know it's gonna go to the Curly Road, and Wells Road will meet Curly Road. We have all the land that touches pretty much out to Curly Road. By the time we're done here, it should be 4,000 to 6,000 homes.
Wow.
Or a little bit over that also.
All right, so Daniel,
Yeah.
right, there's obviously a lot of new communities in Wesley Chapel, a lot of great communities. Everybody's got some uniqueness to them.
Yeah.
What would you say sets Vida's Way apart and, makes it a unique experience to live here?
So what makes this community unique is actually the history behind it. Basically, it's only transferred hands 2 or 3 times, and it was first owned by the Rockefellers. It's been in the family since about the 1800s. Keeping that history is a big part of Vida's Way. Even the name, Miss Vida, was the grandmother of the person who sold us the land. We really tried hard to keep the family name involved in the community, which not a lot of other communities can say. From the name to the street names to the dog park, in the community, everything is tied back to the family. And it being an old ranch, even our street lights, as you're driving through the community, you'll notice that there's just something different in Vida's Way than in other communities.
So what do you think the kind of buyer that this community is really targeting?
That's a great question, because we have 22 different floor plans ranging from 1,600 square feet to 4,200 square feet. So we have something for everybody. I've seen first-time homeowners, I've seen retirees, and everything in between. I have a floor plan that's a 2-bedroom that's perfect for somebody who is an empty nester, and I have the home that's 4,200 square feet who is perfect for somebody who wants a home that big. But I have something for everybody, and Wesley Chapel itself is an area that isn't really just for a certain type of demographic, I would say. There's something for everybody also.
So I would assume with all these different homes, you have a wide range of prices to offer as well.
Correct. I'm anywhere in the low 4s up to right under $1 million, just depending on how big and what kind of upgrades we do in the home. My average price point right now is about $550. So I'm currently in that $550 price point at the moment.
So can you tell me about some of these standout amenities that are coming in to the community?
Yeah, so the big one is going to be the pickleball courts. It's the fastest growing sport in the nation.
it
You know, it's that's the big one. But so we have an amenity center that's named after the family, also the Stewart's Park Amenity Center. It's going to have a fitness center, a game room, a pool, a playground for kids, the courts. We even have a community garden that's in the work.
How special.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I can tell you also, it's hard to find a workout center in any type of community these
Yeah,
days. So that's
yeah.
really awesome that this community gets to enjoy that.
Yeah, correct. And with that, you know, we are an HOA community, but you know, for less than $100 a month, you know, you get all that access and internet and cable, which is really big
Yeah, for the whole family.
for the whole family. Correct. Yeah, for the whole family.
So how does this community promote that outdoor lifestyle? You know, that's kind of what people in Wesley Chapel are looking for, walking trails,
Yeah.
things like that. Can you tell me a little bit about how the community is promoting that?
Yeah, so there's walking trails throughout the community, and we've added some through like conservation areas. So as you're walking, you're gonna have nice views of the nature. Also, it's tied into watergrass, and watergrass is then also connects to Epperson, so you have miles and miles of walking that you can do just by stepping out of your home. Also, once it ties into Avalon Park West, then you'll have easy access to the downtown area that's coming over that way too.
So is there anything that you are really excited about that's actually coming into this community?
The community garden is probably one of my favorite features in the community because not everyone has that.
Yeah.
And basically, it's gonna be you're able to rent a piece of the garden and are gonna be able to plant whatever types of plants that you want to plant. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, keeps it out of your backyard and
Correct. You're right. Nicely in HOA community. I know you're not allowed to. So
What are some of the most popular models here at Vida's Way?
yeah. So a big seller for me is gonna be the Roseland model. That's the one that's 4,200 square feet. It's a nice large home where in the living room you can see all the way up through the second floor, so it's like a 20-foot ceiling. That's if you're looking for a home in the 800, 900 price point. In the 500 to 600 price point, the Winthrop model is a great home. a little under 2,900 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. A great home for a family. I believe that's going to be my home run here.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, Daniel. So I'm sure there are a ton of options when building one of these homes that a buyer can get. Can you kind of touch on that a little bit?
Yeah. So we definitely do have a ton of options. And we also have homes where we have our design options, where our design team has come together to take away the overwhelming feeling of going to the design center. So if you're a person who you want to customize your home, you want to pick your backsplash, pick your countertops, pick your cabinets, we have homes for you that fit that criteria. And then if you feel like that's a little overwhelming, we also have homes where our design team has predetermined which cabinets, which countertops, which flooring, and it all ties together very well. Surprisingly, a lot of times, even if you go to the design center, a lot of the buyers will pick the same options that were in the packages because
The design team's good.
Yeah, our design team is that good. So
Well, that's great. Yeah, that takes a lot off their plate. But for me, that would be perfect because I'd just be like, I want this, and this, and then you could suggest one of the packages for pretty much the rest of the house, right?
correct.
So what about things like if you do choose one of those packages and there is a design element that isn't in the package, are you able to add that?
So there are certain things we can add, like for example, the move-in ready package, which is the refrigerator, washer, dryer, blinds. We do have the built-in kitchen option, which adds hardware, gives it the look where it's like a double oven look. So we do have different structural options that we could pick from. But regarding the design packages, there's 3 different options. Now within those options, there's 2 or 3 different options within those options. So it kind of comes out to being about 9 different options you could pick from in the package options.
Yeah, so one of the real popular things these days is obviously energy efficiency. Is there, any type of energy efficiency options, or is it standard? How does that work here?
Yeah, so we have a lot of standard options that make the home energy efficient, such as dual pane windows, other options that go within that category. We don't have upgrade options for energy efficiency, but I like to explain it like our phones nowadays. A home that's 10 years old has different windows than today's home. So the energy efficiency in a new home, you're gonna feel it in your electric bill. It's not gonna be as high as an older home. I can't say that.
No, so it sounds like they're naturally, they're building them energy efficient as it is, and it's not something that
You would
you
have,
have
to,
to upgrade.
correct.
Okay, great.
Can you tell me a little bit about the benefits of living in Wesley Chapel and a little bit about what's around here?
I'm very biased when it comes to the Wesley Chapel area. The area is very new. There's nobody that's from the area. It's very rare to find somebody who's from Wesley Chapel. I consider myself from Wesley Chapel, and I'm originally from up north. But to do in the area, there's something for everybody. I have 3 young girls, so the Crates is huge for us. The Crates is a place where if you want tacos, you want sushi, I want a hamburger, we can all go there and eat and enjoy our meal together. The same thing when I take my girls. If one wants fries, the other one wants ice cream, we can get that and all hang out in the
All
same
right
place. It's all right there.
I love the Jamaican food there.
It's awesome. The oxtail is just,
Phenomenal.
yeah, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. And then you have like Wiregrass Mall, which is a nice outdoor mall, and Tampa Premium Outlets, which is the outlet mall in the area. If you're looking for like entertainment, stuff like that, you have like Main Event, which is huge. It's the bowling alley, laser tag. You have the breweries, if you're into that. I mean, there is something for everybody in Wesley Chapel. The great thing is it's all pretty new. So that's pretty neat.
I heard about a new development coming nearby. You might have heard of it. Double Branch.
Yeah.
It's going to be about 10 minutes from here.
Yeah.
But it's going to be, I think it's 1,000 square acres, mixed development.
Yep.
So there's going to be medical offices coming in close, dining, shopping, and trails. So that's another,
Yes.
this is located perfectly.
It'll be all
close to that.
connected. It'll be all connected sooner or later.
Are there any new infrastructures or developments coming in nearby that you're excited about?
Vida's Way? Not. I'm just kidding. The one that I'm really excited about is the downtown Wesley Chapel that was just approved a little while ago. It's a couple years away, but Vida's Way is gonna be, 10, 15 minutes from the downtown Wesley Chapel area, which is gonna be a vertical downtown area that they're gonna do.
What are some key things buyers should be ready to experience when they come in?
So as I said before, nobody's from Wesley Chapel, so there's a lot of friendly people in the area. So you'll get a lot of hellos and highs at the Publix, just smiles. Nobody's from here. Everybody's trying to get to know everybody. So that's an adjustment. We see it a lot from up north. Everybody's kind of to themselves. Wesley Chapel is a friendly place, so be ready for a lot of hellos.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful answer to that as well. I completely agree.
So what type of timeline is it? Like, say I come in today and I sign a purchase contract, how long could I expect my home to be ready? If, I know inventory homes are being built and are ready a lot sooner, but if I were starting from scratch, from dirt.
Yeah, we're starting from the very first day. If everything goes perfect, we can build your home in 6 to 8 months.
Wow.
I always like to say if everything goes perfect, because homes are the last 2 things that are kind of still being built with 2 hands. Everything else now in the world is being built with computers and stuff like that. So, if it rains one day, that can delay it, but we're very good at hitting our timeline. Our 6 to 8 month window is a very good timeline for us in this community.
I know we touched on a lot of the new things that are coming, but as far as like existing things in Wesley Chapel, other than the Crates, which you love, and go with your kids and have ice cream and French fries, but besides that, is there anything else that you could touch on?
Yeah. So there's parks. There's a lot of green spaces. So if you're somebody who likes to bike, likes to go hiking, we have the Flatwoods Trail Park, I believe. It's not too far from here. Also in Wesley Chapel, You have the ice hockey arena, so the Advent Health Ice Hockey and the Sports Arena, which holds like volleyball tournaments, basketball tournaments. And then we have Orlando Health that is coming to the area. So within about a 5-minute drive, you have 3 hospitals, which is huge. A lot of buyers, they want easy access to, medical facilities and things like that. Right outside of the community, they just built a medical building. So we have easy access to all of that stuff too.
So how's the commute to downtown Tampa? I know a lot of people, they don't want to live directly in Tampa. So we're going to places directly outside, maybe 30, 45 minutes away. Is this location good for that commute?
Yeah, so we're located right off of I-75. So you get off on the overpass exit, you're right on the highway, you're about a 30 to 40-minute drive to downtown Tampa. It depends where in Tampa. Like I can get to Armature Works in about 30 minutes. If you want to go a little bit deeper, it might be 35, 40, just depending on the traffic. The airport isn't a bad drive at all either. So if you're traveling in and out of the airport, is not bad. And Tampa International Airport's a great airport also.
I think you got number 1, right?
Wow, I did not know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. It's an awesome airport. Every time we go through it, it's a great experience. So traveling is very easy.
All right, great. That sounds great. Let's do it. What's the next steps?
All right, so we put a deposit down. At this point, we are going to pick a home site. We're going to pick a home. We're going to go over all the structural options. So, if, for example, if you want to build a kitchen, if you like a cover lanai, tray ceilings, etc., we would then send that out to our corporate team. We would have like a 30-day window. At that point, you would pick our upgrades, cabinets, floorings, and countertops. And then from the moment we signed the contract to about 60 days after, we should start your home at that point. At that point, you would come in, you would meet the field manager. He would do an introduction, have him go over the other plot plan, go over our expectations, and then from there, he would get weekly or bi-weekly updates, just depending on how fast the home is moving. Before we put the drywall into the home, you would do a pre-drywall walkthrough. This is a great time to kind of take a Sharpie, write your name in the wall. You could put a quote in, and then they'll put up the drywall. And then from there, you'll continue getting the weekly updates or the bi-weekly updates. And then before closing, you would walk the home. At that point, we'd be like a blue tape walk. So at this point, when you're walking the home, our construction team has walked it, our warranty team has walked it, and the sales team has walked it. So pretty much the home is, I would say, 99.9% done. Then you walk the home. If you notice anything, you just put some blue tape on there. By the time your closing day comes, we would have gone and taken care of that. You walk the home the day of your closing to confirm that everything is done. And then you sign on the dotted line and you own the home. From there, then our warranty kicks in, which we have a great warranty. We have a 1-year, 2-year, 5-year, and 10-year warranty. Our 1 year is workmanship and craftsmanship. Our 2-year is plumbing, electrical, and AC. Our 5-year is water penetration and internal leaks. And then our 10 years on the structure of the home. We do have our own warranty team, which is really neat. And they would take care of you after closing.
All right, but then what if I come in and I say my client needs this home faster, right? They can't wait 6 to 8 months. What would the options be?
So a lot of times we have what we would call inventory homes. So our homes that we've already started without a homeowner attached to that home. And at that point, I should have options for that specific buyer. I should have something that's available in 30 to 45 days if they can close that quick, or 2 to 3 months, just depending on the stage of construction. But I do have options for somebody who is looking for something quicker.
All right, listen, I think everything so far is great, right? And if I'm a buyer and I say Vida's Way is exactly where I want to live, I love the location, I love the amenities.
Yeah.
Are there any like special incentives or maybe special financing that I can get as a buyer to help me purchase a home here?
Yeah. So as a builder, we're always offering incentives. You can use that incentive. It's a flex cash. So you can use it to pay for your closing costs, buy down your rate, or use it towards upgrades. They do change from month to month. So I would suggest that they would reach out to you or Taylor or to myself, and I can go over the incentives at that moment in time.
How can our buyers schedule to get a tour or more information on the homes that you have here?
Yeah, so if they're working directly with you or Rob, we can all have an appointment where I take time aside for you guys. It's a VIP appointment that I have with you guys because it is crazy here, so it does get kind of hectic. So I like to set time aside for you guys to go over everything and make sure that your buyers are well informed. Because even if they don't buy here, I do want them to have all the information that they have to make an educated decision for themselves.
I think, you can answer all the questions. Thank you very much. Is there anything you'd like to add that maybe we didn't discuss?
No. Just thank you a lot for having me. I was a little nervous doing this, but you guys made it really easy, and I really appreciate you guys.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.